Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's Young off play action. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Hubbard. There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run here with Hubbard. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Young running the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Carolina defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. He'll drop to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in there.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Shoves him aside. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go to Barkley again. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Young off the play fake. Again, that's Hurst. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Young looks to throw on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Ball at the 33, second and 9. Now Young going to move him around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Carolina.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Young. And he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Giants 3. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return. And they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Samuel in motion. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Following the interception, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a toss. Hubbard going left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 115 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They go play action. Young airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Calvin Ridley, 61 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they run the option on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Young, he's going to change it up. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Giants 10. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Amari Barno in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get...
He's got a man, complete, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Nico Collins, 26 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
31. Giants 17. Will Lutz set
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
at their own 38-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, Young. That's caught at the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though? In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A 2-yard loss on the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Ready? 70 range, 70 range. Tempo.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
Man, I was trying to let Saquon get 150. This shit dumb, man.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
And I ain't have my playbook.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain through.